We're here.
Hello.
Hey.
Howdy, howdy.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's good? Welcome back. Another week. What we learned this week. Hey, let's go. Episode 24.
Jake had like 15 cups of coffee before starting. So
Yep.
It's just
Nice.
Yep. And before we talk about anything else, I don't give a shit about our skills this week because I learned this crazy fucking thing, and I have to actually read part of the article because it is mind fucking blowing. There is a city in Saudi Arabia that they are building. Okay. $500 billion is so far planned for this city. Okay. The name of the city is Neom. Neom.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a mega city, the world's most futuristic mega city. And when I mean futuristic, okay, I'm talking, they want to be done by 2025. They've already started, and the first part has already been done by will be done by 2020, and the first phase or whatever. And they've already started building some of these buildings. They're fucking crazy. Just to lay out a few things that they're putting in this city. Ready? 1, a fake moon.
What?
A fake moon. Yep, starting it off strong. Fake moon. Also, here's another one for you. Ready? Ready? An artificial rain.
So it's going to be like a biodome.
It's literally, it's crazy. It's bordering the Red Sea.
Right. Okay.
They're going to change the beaches.
so they don't get enough rain as it is.
No, because it's in the desert.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Also, they're changing the beaches. Have you ever seen that algae that turns blue when you step on it?
Yeah.
They're going to biochemically engineer those beaches to do that, to illuminate.
Because that's not going to throw the ecosystem.
Actually, no.
into a weird
There's a natural
spin.
way of doing that. I've seen that before.
Let's see, what else we got here? They're planning flying cars because that's the thing that's going to be built.
In a dome.
Okay.
So it's just Wakanda, right? Basically.
What else we got
Wakanda,
here? What else we got here?
Vibranium Black Panther suits?
They're going to be 100% carbon neutral, or what's the, not neutral, but the
Carbon negative.
carbon negative mega city.
Really?
Okay. Everything will rely on, they're going to use all the other types of green power. I mean, they're talking wind, solar, everything. Hydroelectric, everything, right? What else
to
we
do
got
that
here?
externally just because you're in a fucking dome. There's going to be no
holographic hosts and bartenders and servers.
That is
Holographic.
just your face.
Robotic maids. Yep.
Like Rosie from the Jetsons.
But wait, even better. When there comes to robotic maids, there's also robotic other things. Yep. What else we got?
The
here?
robo sex brothels, dude.
What else we got? Oh, the education for the schooling will be done by holographic teachers. Yep, holograms of teachers.
So where do people work?
Also, a Jurassic Park themed park where they're going to have lifelike animatronics walking around,
So that's a
dinosaurs.
thing.
So you're telling me that there's like some Horizon Zero Dawn level Jurassic Park world? That sounds awesome.
This is going to...
Flying taxis, which they already have prototypes created.
Yeah, I've seen that.
They look like basically like.
Flying taxis.
No, they're like these little shuttles, like little pods, and then they have propellers on like they almost look like helicopters, kind of.
I know
Let's
Uber was
see.
trying to do that here in the United States, but there's just so much red tape around that.
It's,
yeah, I can
this is.
imagine.
I mean, this is fucking insane.
And they want to have this done by 2025.
seriously fucking cool,
2025. First phase will be done by 2020.
Okay.
They build like motherfuckers, though.
Like, I mean, you think about it. Look at Dubai.
Yeah.
And look at how fast they did that.
That's true.
Right? And they were altering, I mean, they were creating landforms basically with that. What's that called? Where the
Terraforming.
Yeah, but what's that one place called in Dubai that it's like it looks like a tree branching out?
Yeah,
I don't remember what the name of it is, but they built that in little to no time. And you know how much fucking sand had to be put down for that?
Dude.
That's
That's
this
all I
is
got is
insane.
sand.
This is insane.
Dude, that is pretty crazy.
Like-
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's called the Palm Islands in Dubai.
Yeah, the Palm Island. Yeah. But like I just learned about this yesterday. They have a full website. You can go check it out. It's neom.com. It's neom.com. And it will tell you everything that they have listed out. There you can look at an interactive map to see like how far they've gone with each phase so far and everything.
Why don't we just do this?
I'm trying to think of like the bleed over
life
effect
right now.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Like I wonder how that economy is going to work.
I have no fucking idea.
Because clearly it's going to be
Saudi
like
Arabia
a sovereign.
they're based off oil. I mean, that's
Well, no,
their
absolutely.
entire economic state is
But
oil. So
in the economic state based on oil, how do they expect to transfer that over to a completely
tourism.
zero?
It's tourism. They're going to use that for tourism. I mean, what?
Well, the thing is, like, the second that anybody else sees this actually happening, the rest
They're
of the
going
world's
to
going to
want to do it too. Yeah.
So, like,
Shanghai's
China's
next,
going to want to
yeah.
do it. Japan will want to do some sort of thing. But Japan's got a lot less to work with.
this is some Blade Runner looking shit. I'm loving
Right?
this. Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
it's,
this is
guys,
kinda
you
cool.
need to look this shit up. It is literally the most intense thing I've ever seen. I just sat there
actually-
last night and watched it.
Wait, future of sport.
Yes,
Are
yeah,
they
that
gonna
was the
have,
other
like,
thing.
Rocket League?
They're gonna do sports events, like futuristic sports events. So like e-gaming will be one
Like
of them.
Tron?
No, here.
Holy shit.
Here's one. Here's one.
Give me a
Flight
death
suit
cycle.
races, like the squirrel suits.
Yeah.
They're racing with those.
Because
Yep.
that seems like a good
Yep.
thing to do.
They've already
sounds
got
amazing. Are you
teams.
kidding me?
They've already
Like,
got teams
on an
like, willing to come in.
internalized
Well, did you guys
like
see-
course or like
I don't
they're
know.
just in like a
They're
bubble
like going
of
through.
air?
I don't know, dude. The whole fucking thing is nuts.
Because that sounds a lot like fucking.
Well, did you guys see that Dubai actually released one of the first functional jetpacks?
Oh yeah, but they also do drone races there too.
Oh, yeah.
in
Well, I've
Dubai.
seen drone
And it's
footage.
like big
Yeah.
money out there.
Oh, yeah.
but that's because it's rich people.
Well, so
that
why
do
don't
drone
we just
racing.
do like jetpack races?
right?
that'd be
Why
fucking
not?
amazing.
Fuck it. I'm just saying, like this.
Why don't we just do like a speed racer scenario?
We should have jetpack laser tag, where like if you get shot by a laser,
Laser
then
tag.
you automatically fall like 50 feet.
Yeah, it turns your jetpack off.
the fuck or not?
Adding that to the Twitter.
Yeah, but I mean, if it becomes reality,
I hope
which
so,
it
dude. That sounds
slowly
amazing.
is. I mean, it's working. They
Yeah.
have structures built, but it's just like wow.
I'm
curious
I'll
how-
start saving money now because that's a
Right?
trip
I'll go.
that-
You're fucking
Oh,
A
dude.
right. I'll go there.
I'm curious as to how that's all gonna. I don't know. How's the construction gonna work for that?
Hell if I know.
Because that's like a lot of shit. They have
Well,
to
it's
do.
it's
They've
supposed
already
to,
got these huge backers coming in that are like
Well, I don't
willing
blame
to
them.
help
Like, I
work
would-
with
Well, they
them.
need a vacation spot too, so of course they're gonna back it.
engineers and stuff like that.
Why not
too,
have
big
a
engineering
robo
company.
bitch
Yeah,
to
but-
fucking
Yeah.
suck
Built
your
in
dick?
6 years from now. Yeah, I can fund that. You know, that'd be great.
It's just
I'll contribute.
so fucking nuts,
Dude.
and I really hope that it works.
I
out.
really hope so too. That
Because
sounds amazing.
I'll feel a lot better about the sci-fi movies that I watched as a kid that
Mm-hmm.
were talking about flying cars in 2020 if we have a city. It's just one. I just need
Just
one.
one
mega
city.
city
It literally, like,
by
the one-
2025.
The one thing that it reminds me of, like just the way that you described that, was Logan's Run, and I don't know if you guys
Oh,
are,
yeah.
dude, like that kind of like dome-based super city that's
But
like
it's,
got
I
all
don't
these
even know if
advantages and-
it's. I mean, partially dome based. I would assume it's got to be in a dome. But these guys want to alter the weather,
Yeah.
like artificial rain.
dude. You'd have to do that in a sustained space.
I
though.
wonder what that's gonna do to the ecosystem.
I have
having, like,
no
a insane-
idea.
'Cause I mean, they'd be pulling. They'd
But I'm
obviously
gonna
be
be
pulling water
honest,
and filtering it to
I
use
don't
as.
give a shit because it'll be
Dude.
so cool if they could.
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
it's gonna be fucking awesome.
I don't give a shit about your ecosystem.
I don't care if we die. I mean, we're already fucked.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I don't care if it just. It's just nuts, and
Yeah,
I'm
that sounds
super,
fucking amazing. I'm gonna have to look more into that.
Yeah,
and
that
there's
sounds
stuff,
amazing.
guys. There's stuff that I haven't even gone. There's even crazier shit than the stuff I've already brought up that is in like their ambitious plans. Like,
Yeah,
it's
Wonder
just
how much it
wild.
costs to get a house there.
too much.
Well, I don't know, but 500 billion. But here's the thing: 500 billion seems minimal for a mega city that's
500
futuristic.
billion seems minimal.
For a future, the most futuristic
in
mega
larger
city.
scale,
To get a
yeah.
house there?
No.
No,
That's
of
what
course
they.
not.
That's
Oh,
what
that's how much
they've.
it costs.
That's how much they've put into it.
For a house?
I was gonna say, what the fuck are you
No.
talking about?
It's a
No.
one-bedroom condo.
Right.
You get one.
You get a
room.
300 square
No
foot
washer.
apartment.
Yeah, no washer and dryer. It's
get-
basically like the cage apartment.
Yeah, you get one room
China.
out of a 4-bedroom apartment, and you don't get to choose roommates.
Yeah, common space.
Yeah. No, no, that's how much that Saudi Arabia has dumped into it so
Gotcha,
far, and they have other
That's
backers dumping more in. But
Yeah.
500 billion just seems like I would think $1 trillion.
Well, even with like the transfer rate to rubles, because that's what they use is rubles, right?
What does the fuck does the transfer rate matter?
Well,
It's
I'm saying-
500.
I'm saying-
It's
well, no,
billion
no, I'm
dollars.
saying for like people who would go there to vacation.
Yeah, like how
Right,
much
so
is the
putting
dollar
into that
worth
system,
compared
how
to
much
much
like
that they
if
have?
we were to go to Vietnam, we've talked about this tons of times. We go to Vietnam with $500, we're gonna live like a king for a month.
That's not
Okay.
how that works. It's gonna be like Dubai. because Dubai, like obviously
that's what I'm
their
asking.
money is going to be is lower than the dollar, but
Yeah.
it's such an expensive city because it's all tourist based. This is
what
going
I'm
to be all
saying.
tourist
Yeah.
based.
So I was wondering
our
what
money's
kind of
going
a
to
budget. Yeah.
They should have some
this
sort of
far there.
decentralized
Yeah.
coin there. That way they can change the price.
What?
up.
What if they? That's what makes it a mega city. Go decentralized currency only. Oof.
That'd be pretty interesting.
Oof. A mega
curious.
city. That'd be intense. That would be.
They'll probably come up with their own decentralized currency at that point.
Yeah, they'll call it neon coins.
Megabucks.
Mega bucks. Fuck you. You'll spend it.
The only currency you can use is Cole's cash. So
It's only Cole's cash. Shit, yeah, I'm in. Oh,
I got
love
plenty.
it. All right, so now that I got my geeking out of the way, of
No, that is-
We're
This
gonna
is
cycle back to that
yeah.
after I learn some more information about it.
So we
I just want my goddamn hoverboard that I was promised.
right.
Back
This
in
is
back
bullshit.
Yeah.
Where's
Like,
my Back
where's
to the
my
Future
I wanted to
hoverboard?
live out my Marty McFly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got the vest and the outfit ready to go. I just need the goddamn hoverboard.
Got a wig too.
Nice.
Yeah.
But that means
Jake's really excited.
you're gonna be a little shaky a couple years down the road. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh,
Better be
come on. You
careful.
can't make those jokes. God damn it.
Did you guys
Happens to
hear
the best of
that
us.
Michael J. Fox was in a car accident?
Oh god.
He's all right, but he's a little shaken up.
Fuck you.
God damn it. God damn
so
it.
bad.
Pew, pew, pew,
No.
finger guns.
Finger guns.
Oh god, I love it.
Or Michael J. Fox machines gun. God damn it. Okay. Done.
We're done.
We're done with that.
this.
Nice.
He's
Had to
a
make one.
saint.
Oh, I love it. Anyways,
He's a great guy. So
for all of you people out there, who have a disease that causes you to have the tremors, make sure to like us on subscribe on YouTube.
Awesome.
just gonna go.
Oh, that's so fucked. That's so fucked. I apologize.
I'm sorry. Anyways, so
Once again, Jake is fired.
so fuck you. I built this.
Skills.
With my own two hands.
So we had skills this week, or challenges. They're not even really skills anymore. I feel like they're challenges, skills. They're whatever. It's just things that
Yeah,
we do for a
Right.
week.
It's things that you want.
We're setting goals for ourselves.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Whether that be a challenge or a skill or whatever. It's just more along the lines of
Setting a goal.
personal goals.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
Who wants to kick us off?
I'll go.
Yeah. Alright.
So my skill last week, or challenge, or whatever you want to call it, was to keep a dream journal.
Yeah.
And I dreamt 3 times last week. 2 times, super vivid and super nightmarish, which was an interesting contrast. Because normally, even if I have like a relatively bad dream, I never have like an adverse reaction to it.
Right.
But I was like waking up like sweats and like teary-eyed and shit, like super, super emotional.
Jesus.
Oh yeah. So obviously I jotted those down, and then the feelings that I felt when I woke up, like that immediate reaction. And then the third time, very pleasant. Very pleasant. Like it was like I owned a house with like a deck, and like there was a dog and like a pond and shit. Like it was very pleasant, just environmental based things. And I woke up like happy as fuck. Like, okay, cool. Like I'm gonna go start my day and like get a cup of coffee and all that shit. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna continue doing that because I don't think I'm gonna stop dreaming as
I think
heavily.
that you
So,
should make like little comic strips of it.
comic
of
strips.
each dream, like little,
Might
just
be
little
interesting.
strips of. Like,
Well, because I really like the
doodles.
idea that we talked about last week, where it was like kind of compiling all the stories. I think I want to do that.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Make like a book out of
That
it.
would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Drake's Dream Journal.
Have you ever read Ender's Game by chance? So in that
That one
whole
became a movie,
series.
right?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't actually. See
Yeah,
the
it was.
movie.
I mean, the actors were really good, but the story translation was garbage. It usually is with books like that,
Well,
especially sci-fi ones.
There's a lot of psychological training that they do
Yeah.
in that series where they put you through these like dream game type
Right.
things, and
Yeah.
like they kind of compile that, or he kind of figures out like, hey, they're trying to train me to be like a certain way through my dream sequences, and
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting to kind of go through and do that voluntarily. With
No,
my
absolutely,
dreams, so.
absolutely. No, and that's like I've always had a huge fascination with dreaming and the kind of tap that you get into your subconscious and like how your mind stores things and creates these scenarios in your head, even if it is playing off of a mild memory that you might have as reference, because you're never going to dream about things that you haven't smelt, seen, tasted,
Yeah,
that kind of thing. because it has to take place and take reference from something.
It's all like just a
And
compilation.
even
of
the
previous
people,
experiences.
even the
Yeah.
people's faces, they don't even have to be people that you know,
Yeah.
but they were faces you saw in
Features.
a crowd,
Yeah.
and like your brain just subconsciously uses them in your
Yeah.
dreams.
Did you
That's
guys ever
wild.
have like those deja vu moments where you saw something in a dream before
Oh, absolutely.
it
Yep.
happens, and that always
Yep,
freaked me out.
that's
because it's
fucking
like-
weird to me.
I don't understand how that happens, but
It's
it's
a glitch
really
in the
cool.
system.
Yep, it's glitch in the matrix. It's
Yeah,
fucking weird.
Somebody unplug
Yeah.
me really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's weird.
But
I don't want to go to the real world.
no,
Nope,
this is
I'm
the
good.
dream world, and just keep me here.
Yeah, I'm good here. Life's good. I'm all right.
But no, that's really interesting. Though. I'm glad that
Oh yeah,
is
yeah.
working.
It was a
out
lot of
pretty
fun.
well.
Oh,
It was a
yeah.
lot of fun.
I'm actually looking to doing that as well because I've always had like kind of weird dreams, and I'm always kind of curious as to what it actually means in my head.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, there's huge studies and people that dedicate their entire academic careers towards the study of dreams and the study of like what happens in your brain while you're
well,
sleeping.
because that kind of follows along like the study of consciousness, and that kind of stuff blows my mind.
Oh, yeah.
The studies that they find behind that, you know.
Oh yeah.
But
No, I think my favorite thing that I've heard, or like a thesis or an idea, is that while you're dreaming, you kind of reconnect to that one connectivity that's there. It's like that proverbial like before and after death, like where you resonate in between those life cycles.
good term.
So while you're sleeping, you get that direct access because you're not in your vessel anymore, as it's like sitting and doing whatever it's doing, healing and doing the natural.
it's
reaction.
storing its back up on the cloud.
Yeah, exactly. Essentially, I mean, like as
Matrix
you know,
Cloud.
as niche as that sounds, but like it's
Yeah.
literally like you reconnecting in a sense to that life stream. And my favorite thing, and I started to notice it more and more over time because I've been, like I said, I've been really passionate about this for a while, like studying it. And when I've had more than a few instances where I dream of someone, and it's not like a sexual connotation or like, it's just they are present, like a primary point of that dream. So it's an individual that does that. They tend to dream about like you as well in relative like the same time frame.
What?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I used to have that a lot.
That's fucking weird.
I mean, they could have been blowing smoke up my ass because I'd usually be like, dude, I fucking dreamt about you last night and it was fucking the weirdest shit and da-da-da.
The other person's like, I was dreaming that I was blowing smoke up your ass.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I was dreaming,
But it's,
butt
it's,
play.
yeah,
It's
but
always
it's,
funny.
but it, I don't know. I just love that idea or that,
Yeah.
that like connectivity, that sense of
Yeah,
connectivity.
the
that
kind of
you
like
have with
cosmic,
people.
what do you call it? Network.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
It's just kind of a strange thing. I
Exactly.
love it. So
Crazy.
that's awesome though.
Oh yeah.
Keep going with that. I want to hear more about that in the future.
Oh
So,
yeah. I plan on bringing once I get a couple really good ones in there. I want to bring it in. It's just a matter of time because like I said, the other one was very very niche, very just like I was happy. There was
Right.
just an overwhelming feeling of like content. Like I was
Right.
just pleasant. I was meant to be in that spot.
Yeah.
Like I had no worries. It was just enjoying the sun and the smell of the lemonade and listening to my dog barking and.
Sounds pleasant as
That's
fuck.
a-
Oh, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Some context there that
Yeah.
we're missing, but sounds great. Sounds like a nice dream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
All right, I'll go because I always seem to go last and get forgotten until the end of the episode.
We give you time to think of skills, right?
No, mine, I was, oh God, it was such a bad challenge. I'm going to be honest. I regretted my challenge that night. My challenge was to not eat meat this week. I
was that?
lasted 5 days.
That's actually a lot more than I thought you were gonna last. So, like not to doubt
I'm
like
going
your
to be
personal
honest.
ability.
The only reason I caved, I went shot for shot with a coworker of mine.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And I wasn't hungover the next morning because I have a good hangover prevention at night, so I don't really get hungover anymore. But I definitely had a hankering for like greasy food.
Gotta
needed
coat
it.
that,
Like
yeah.
and I was like, a salad or a fucking veggie burger is not gonna do it today.
Right.
So I
You slather it with
maxed out.
butter.
I maxed out on a greasy turkey club, and it was so good.
yeah.
But yeah, 5 days was.
You know, honestly, bravo,
Yeah.
because I don't know if I could do that. So
That was rough to me. It's weird. Don't golf clap me. It's weird. And like I said, when I went into it, I don't think that it's healthier to eat strictly plant based because
Right.
our ancestors didn't do that. So
They're
why would
omnivores,
we?
man. Just fucking eat
Yeah,
anything that
there's a
wouldn't kill
reason
us.
that you don't have like all just chewing or like
Yeah, it's
you have
not
ripping
all-
teeth. You don't have just chewing teeth. There's
Yeah.
a reason for that. But anyways,
Or
not
you
to get
might
on
catch
that.
some flack. Yeah,
Yeah, not to
just
get-
by saying that
yeah.
you have those teeth.
Not to
You're
get into
wrong.
not to get into that topic or anything, but yeah, it was a interesting time and it was fucking rough. It was brutal.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sure it gave perspective. Like,
I don't know how people do it.
Honestly, respect to those people that have the self-control to do that voluntarily. You know,
I feel like if you go for long enough, it probably seems like normal. I guess I don't know.
yeah,
a
but getting to
routine
that
kind of
process
thing.
when you're already like kind of in like a set way.
It's just
well, because
not
I mean,
right.
a lot of this world is all meat based. Like everything,
And
pretty
it
much,
should
you're working around a system that is based off of that industry.
Yeah, it's just weird. It was fun. It was an interesting one, but I'm not ever gonna do it again. I don't
Your next one should be cutting out sugar completely for a whole week.
but that one's
no.
not too hard for me.
Oh,
I don't have a huge like
Hankering for
hankering for sugar. Sodium
I'm-
would be really,
sodium's a
really
hard
hard
one,
because
yeah.
sodium's in everything.
And I've tried that one. That's
it's
freaking
fucking hard.
ridiculous.
Sugar, like I don't like.
I don't have too much of a sweet tooth. I used to, but now I don't know. I can usually pass on the sugars.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I don't. Whenever I'm like have a drink or anything, it's always black coffee or water.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
my. I mean, or beer, which would be sugars, I guess. But those are the only two things that I normally drink. I don't go home and like eat sweets all the time usually. So sugar would probably be pretty easy.
I just dip my hand into the Snickers bowl and just shove my face.
Yeah, just
a bunch of unwrapped Snickers.
I usually just go
Dip
home.
your face in it.
I just go home and eat spoonfuls of sugar right out of the bag. I'm like, why, go through all the loopholes? I'm just going
just a
straight
bowl
for
of
the
sugar
good
to
shit.
See, that's
Slam
like
your face
that's like
into
my
it.
one vice, really. And the first thing I thought of when like spoonfuls of sugar is like the only time I ingest that much coffee.
Oh, yeah?
I really like
He puts spoonfuls.
spoonfuls
That's
because
fine.
I like a sweet but bitter flavor.
Yeah.
which is a weird contrast when you think about it. But like
really.
coffee, I like that. Which I can drink black coffee. That's not a problem if I'm like in transit. But if I have a second to make something, like I literally have my grounds, and then a bag of sugar,
Yeah.
that I just like pick up and pour into my.
Yeah,
fucking-
he doesn't even use a spoon. He just pours it in.
Yeah.
See, like a long time ago, I helped open a couple coffee shops up a little bit north from here, and they kind of like trained me to appreciate just black coffee on like a, I don't know, what kind of basis, like just like on a natural basis.
When you're cupping,
yeah,
it's like that's how you kind of learn how to appreciate coffee. a
yeah,
little bit
and
more.
so I was
Explain
drinking.
that term.
Cupping is where you take a highly pressed, basically almost like completely roasted black beans, and you create a super highly concentrated coffee out of it. It's
Okay.
it's like higher than espresso, honestly.
Really?
And what it does is it creates this little like. It's almost like a souffle crust. It's not
It's a
souffle.
crema.
Yeah, it's like this crust that goes over the top. You break the crust, and then you smell it, and that's where you get the most amount of the aroma of the bean itself, and then you taste it, and that's where you're getting the most amount of the flavor of that bean. I mean,
Okay.
the region, the climate, everything. It's like
So
wine
it's the purest.
grapes almost.
It's the purest form
Yeah,
of that
and
brew.
that's how you flavor profile your beans. pretty
Okay.
much.
Now
That's
I want to
cool.
get an espresso machine for this place.
Yeah,
because
right.
I will teach everybody how to
That'd
do
be
that.
fucking
yeah, really cool.
And
And it's-
I love the one.
I've
with
always
that.
wanted to go to like what do you call those when the new coffee shops open up? Some of them will offer like
trainings?
a cupping. Like they'll offer like, hey, this is the beans that we're using. We're gonna do like, an open house
pretty
cupping
dope.
session or whatever. And I would love to do that because that's like the most intense way to
So
try your
when are
coffee.
the
I can
three of us going to
imagine.
open up a coffee roaster?
Yeah, let's do it. I've
gotta- dude.
roasted beans before
Yeah,
at
same
home
here.
on a skillet.
Dude.
They're actually, it's not that bad to do. It's just a matter of marketing.
Do you
We've
know
still
that you
gotta-
can buy an automated one? Like
Yeah,
a
yeah, they're
200
great.
some dollar one, and you have an app, and you just pick your bean, you pick what you want to roast it at, and it just roasts them for
Why don't we
you.
just do
Isn't
that and sell coffee beans
Let's
and
just
put it on the
sell
website?
coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Hey, 2 weeks from now, we're going to have it.
we're gonna have what we learned this week coffees. Hell yeah, that'd be dope as shit.
What we
I'd do
drank
it.
this week.
What we drank this week.
Speaking of coffee, I just got a little wave of nostalgia there for a second. We were talking about that. Do you remember the first idea that we had to fucking go do something?
Yep,
Fucking barista.
barista. TM. TM.
Wait. Actually, I think I
TM.
might have the same idea like a long time ago. Like, is it like a bar at night, coffee shop in the morning?
God damn it, yes.
We wanted to.
But we're gonna call it barista.
Barista.
Yeah, and we wanted to go to the UK and have it be like a sports bar kind of thing.
Nice.
And then like,
And then in the morning.
Well, luckily
so
for
we
you
do like
guys, I already have a 25-page business plan for it. So if you guys wanted,
Sweet. Coming soon to
yeah, that would,
town
dude.
near
That was
here.
like
Yeah, that was-
freshman year of high
That was a
school.
big
man.
idea for me. I was like, oh my god, barista was the name.
Dude,
we
that
can
was
still
it.
do that because honestly, coffee infused whiskey and coffee infused vodkas.
I know, and it's
Oh
such a
yeah,
huge
coffee.
thing
Anything.
right now
Dude,
too.
we just what was that? Apothic Dark.
Yeah.
did a coffee blend.
A
It was
coffee
like-
wine.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was amazing.
Well, actually, I've had coffee brandy before, so that's probably where that comes from. So actually,
Because it was a red. Like it was a super,
Yeah, it was a
super,
super
fucking-
dark red.
Yeah.
actually, we should get into distilling one of these days.
Distilling?
Have you guys ever tried using like a still before?
No.
Ooh, it's so much
Yes.
fun.
Blow my
but-
house up.
Legally, no.
Legally, no. Yeah, I've done some homebrew
All
stuff
right,
before.
cool. So you guys do the stills, and I will do the coffee roasting. Hey, killing it. Shit.
That sounds fun, though.
Always business ideas on the show.
Yeah,
Always love
fuck
it.
yeah.
Well, to actually talk about that.
Yeah.
There's the puppy. Ah,
Little
the puppy.
puppers.
He's always here. He's a little. He's like the unseen mascot of our show.
We
now.
have to get him in here one of these
One of
times.
these days. I think it's a girl, though, but yeah.
Get her in here. It doesn't matter the gender. It's a good boy.
It's a good boy.
It's
Anyways,
Gotcha.
a good
all
boy.
right.
Okay, so
Skill.
I had my skill for this week, which was to create some sort of platform to do comedy. And so I decided to set up a Twitter page called Drunken Business Ideas, where I just come up with terrible ideas
Yep.
and post them on the page. And
Perfect.
I like to tag a lot of other companies in there just because it's just funny to make fun of other places. And so my engagement this week has gone up by 160,000%.
That's such a crazy.
I
I keep
thought-
telling him he needs to get that on our YouTube statistics. If we had 160,000% increase of watches, we'd be real nice
That's
right
pretty
now.
funny.
It was great. I mean, I posted maybe 3 or 4 times a day, just stupid ideas, just
Yep.
the worst ideas, and it's great. But I'll be sure to maybe post them on the website or something when we get that up. So we're coming up with a website, and I've already designed it and such, but we just have to launch it. one of
Yeah,
these
we're
days,
just waiting
but,
to launch the website. It'll have
yeah.
merchandise. It'll have all of our pages linked on it. It'll have like a little about us section and all that shit
Yeah,
too. But
so-
it'll be the mother page of all of our pages.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to have that up by hopefully next week at some point, and then if anything, I'll just add that as one of the pages. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
Nice.
Big fan. Big fan. Or as Michael J. Fox would say.
God damn it. Fuck.
Anyways, we got skills this week, boys.
Yeah.
Or challenges, or goals, or whatever.
All right.
All right, who's going?
I'll do it. I'll start off.
Start it up.
So I need to go to the store this week because I need to get some new running shoes and some new running shorts because I'm going to run at least a mile every morning before I do anything else.
Fuck that so hard.
I did it a long time ago. I used to do 5Ks and shit, and then I just stopped, and I was like, oh, now I'm a
Gross.
lazy
Yeah,
fuck.
a mile a morning is very attainable.
Yeah, exactly. It's not
It's
that
good
bad.
for the brain.
Exactly. I used to do it. It's actually not that bad. It takes you maybe 20 minutes if you take your time.
I know, but still, fuck running. I hate running.
I hate running too, and it sucks, but it's also like really good for you.
I don't know why I even did it as a sport. That was
Dude, that's why I did shot put. I could go run for like a few minutes to warm up, and then I just threw shit, and it was great.
and the worst part was I understood it was great. I was in the best shape of my life, but also I could have done
sucked.
sprints, even though I was short. And I would have liked it a little
Yeah.
bit more.
Yeah.
But instead, I get put in the fucking 1600, the 3200, and then hey, also in the off season, you should do cross country because it'll help
And
you.
you're-
And
no,
then
no,
it's
no, no, no,
3
no.
fucking miles.
Yeah.
God damn it! Why am I doing this? I did the
remembered-
800 once in high school as
Yeah.
a sub, and it was a relay, and we went to state for it,
Yeah.
and I was like, put me in this shit from now on. That was like the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. Just put me in the 800.
Yeah.
And then they put
See,
me in the 3200. Those
I
fucks.
used to fucking love track because like they had me doing strength training and stuff back in high school.
Right,
So
right.
my sophomore year, I got bronze, and my sophomore year or my junior year, I got silver in shot put. So,
Nice.
I think I threw like 56 feet or something my junior
shit.
year. So
It's pretty substantial.
But I mean,
I
that,
threw for 1156 feet.
Yeah, he ran all the way out
I
there.
ran out there and I set it down.
done. No, it's great though, but because you're throwing, I think in high school the size is like a 12 or 14 pound ball, so you have to like throw it up here and then you have to power it off.
Oh, it's
and-
all fucking
yeah,
form.
it's all legs and back basically
Yep.
that you're doing, and it's just crazy. And like the amount of strength training we had to do was just substantial, but it also means that I got to eat like a ton of proteins and shit. So a lot of stuff that I like to eat,
yeah.
and so like I was doing pretty good back in high school, but then I just
We just ran. That
Yeah.
was it. I didn't get to do any strength. It was
Yeah,
all running.
I think I had the substitute PE classes, like the physical education
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I had strength and
So
conditioning.
strength and conditioning I did
Hell
for a
yeah.
couple years. I don't know how they let me do that.
We
but
don't
I
even
did
have
it.
that
I
class.
did it. I did it for 2 years,
and
I
then
loved it.
yeah, the cross country stuff. And I remember being super gung ho about it. And then we had our first fucking meet, and I hated every second of it.
Yep.
But I kept doing it because
I
you
did.
guys were doing
I
it.
did good. I did good. I was good at it. I just was like, this is fucking. I mean, back in that day, I was all about like, hey, can I go play football? Can I go play soccer? But I
Right.
couldn't do that because our school was so like
Yeah.
political about that stuff because they
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
they were really good in sports when we were there. So if you didn't go to the summer camps, you didn't play.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
And I was gone all summer, every summer, so I couldn't do those. But cross country and track, I could do, and I was still going to conferences or state, and then the one that's below state. I don't know what that is, but I used to go to those all the time. So I was like, well, at least regional. So I'm like, at least I'm good. But it was just like after my sophomore or junior year, I was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
See, I always liked competing in the big man races at track because
Oh,
like
God.
they had like the races for all the guys that were like throwers and shit. Just because we were all like,
Why not?
we
Fuck it.
went out there and we threw for 3 seconds and then we were done for the meet. So
Yeah,
like,
so you're like,
they had us do that.
give
shit.
me the big boy
But I
race.
always liked it because I have like long ass legs, and so
the
not
fucking
yeah, because it was some strong guys, but some of them were like really kind of big, and so it's like I kind of have like an advantage with my legs and like my weight, so
Right.
kind of killed it, and it was great.
See, I never really committed to it. If I'm being
big man
honest,
stuff? Yeah.
I mean, despite the fact that I'd smoked while I was fucking doing it, like I remember.
Well, so did everybody else. Half
Yeah.
the guys would go out for their training, and the coach would be like, "Hey, meet us out. Like
Yeah.
you have to meet us here."
Most
for
people
the
that
training
join track
meet."
are just
And
high as hell.
Literally,
so, I
yeah,
mean-
literally, they would.
like
be,
I'm talking cigarettes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
fucking-
oh no,
yeah.
I'm
Yes,
not.
cigarettes.
I'm not. I know for a fact that a couple of the captains and everything
Yeah.
would like. He'd be like, "All right, meet me here at this location,"
Mm-hmm.
and they would all go out. And literally, like halfway there, they'd be like, "All right, time to smoke," and then go back, and they'd come into the circle to meet for the actual training part, and they were just fucking stoned out of their
baked.
Yeah.
gourd, and they were just like, that was their everyday thing. But at the same time, even though we didn't know it back then, because the industry has grown so much, they were probably getting a little CBD, so it's probably helping the soreness, you know?
That's probably true.
There was probably some good benefits to it, honestly. I don't know. I feel like a lot of smokers, or a lot of runners, smoke. Like,
So what you're saying
Yeah, I
is
can imagine.
before
feel
I do
like
my
there's
skill
a-
for this week.
you just get high as shit every day.
fucking
But I just
stoned.
feel like that's one sport where people underestimate how much those guys probably smoke.
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
fair.
I gotta imagine they're all.
I mean, as time passes, I mean, you notice more and more that it's always been underlying. It's always been there.
Well, see,
It just
that's what kind of pisses me off about like the whole like Olympic. Like you guys remember when Michael Phelps got like chastised for
Yeah.
smoking
Oh, yeah,
pot?
fuck
smoking
yeah.
a
Fuck
bong.
that.
Yeah,
This
picture of a
guy
bong.
This
won
guy's
fucking
working out.
gold medals.
This guy's working out like 25 hours a day.
Yeah. I
Like,
think
let him smoke a fucking joint.
Yeah,
every once in a
fucking
while.
smoke.
Yeah.
You think that's what's getting him his gold medals? Fuck
Yeah.
you. Fuck
my
you.
favorite.
It's
My
just getting him all
favorite
those calories.
response
He's probably
picture-
sitting around eating Doritos afterwards.
Oh yeah, that he has to work off later.
Yeah.
He's hurting
It's
himself
not
with
fucking
it.
steroids. The guy's smoking pot.
Yeah,
So what?
my favorite response thing that I saw from him, and it was just like a couple of months after that whole fucking debacle, but it was literally him wearing all of his gold medals, and he was holding that same fucking bong.
Yeah.
and I was like, that's amazing.
Like,
That's amazing.
He's not winning. He's not setting the record for the most gold medals
Yeah,
by smoking. I'm
He should
sorry.
set the world
that's just-
record for the
yeah,
most
it's not
hits taken.
Yeah.
Before a match.
He was
has
probably
attempted
just.
that
He was probably just.
smoke your body weight to die.
Can you imagine though? Like, all right, so you have an Olympic swimmer, arguably the best Olympic swimmer in the world, right? Imagine the size hit that guy could take
my
out
God.
of a bong.
His lungs
like you don't
just expands like a frog.
Yo,
Yeah, he'd be-
you don't
he'd be
want to match
ghosting,
that guy.
yeah.
I'm just saying, because you match him, you're gonna lose all of your weed because he'll just take it in one hit. Like that guy's lungs gotta just.
He's gonna
be-
blow it out.
He's got
gonna be
his
like,
own piece that he
Yeah,
carries with
it's
him.
just, Jesus
With an
Christ.
adapter
It's
to
like
fit
this
into it.
size, and he's just like, yeah, fill it up. I'll get it all.
Got a blowtorch.
Yeah. It's fucking nuts. Not that I know anything about smoking
No,
pot.
none of
but-
us have ever done that,
No, none
ever.
of us. Nope.
Yeah.
It's legal half
All
the
right.
nation anyway.
Go, you
so
guys
who
can
gives
pee
a
test.
fuck? Anyways, we got skills this week. Goals, challenges.
Yeah, I already said
And
mine.
you had yours set.
Yeah.
What's yours?
I don't know. I'm going last. I started.
All right. Bet. I got one. Maybe. I don't know. I got two, but one is kind of hard. Or not that hard, but one is kind of like not specific. It's very generalized. But the first one is like a writing prompt, like challenge for the week. So like picking a prompt every day to write about. It could be a paragraph, it could be a short story. I don't know. Just pick that every day. And because I feel like with today's technology, we are really losing the art of handwritten.
Oh, you're gonna handwrite.
things.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
like
I'm gonna
calligraphy.
handwrite it.
Dude,
Yeah.
calligraphy. Yeah.
Oh, that shit's nuts. That's an art form.
Yeah.
But like just writing, like, when's the last time you wrote something in cursive?
This morning.
This morning, yeah.
Not you. Yeah, okay. In cursive, like
I
a
deal with
letter.
logistics, man. Like,
Yeah, but everything's done on a computer nowadays. You're typing most of your shit
well,
out for
everything
the
in
most part.
office, like.
Oh, that's right, because you work in a factory. That's fucking bullshit. All right,
Technically
when's the
not a
last
factory.
time, not for work, that you were writing in cursive to somebody or something? Or you
Last
were
week,
writing for
yesterday.
yourself?
My dream journal.
Yesterday.
You wrote in cursive?
Yeah.
I feel like you don't know how to write in cursive.
How about you
We all know
suck
you can't
my
read.
whole cock?
We all know you can't read.
Yeah, I've been illiterate for the past 25 fucking years.
All
just really good at
most
guessing
people,
words.
most people.
Oh, no, it is-
don't
it
do
is a
it.
lost-
It's
yes,
a dying
yeah,
art.
yeah.
Like,
You know, actually, it's actually funny that you mentioned that because my brother's in high school right now, and I see like some of these kids like handwriting and shit, and it's abysmal. And
mine
it's
is
like,
pretty
yeah.
bad right now.
But it's
to be
like
honest.
they don't handwrite anything else anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even take books to school anymore. They have like Chromebooks.
Yeah.
And it's like they don't have any physical things to learn off of
Right.
anymore.
Like when I write nowadays, I don't write in cursive anymore because it's just like, I'm just writing a quick note.
Right.
But you know,
I feel like it's easier to write in cursive than it is just to single out everything.
for us,
Yeah.
think about the people after or the kids after us. Though,
Yeah.
do they know cursive?
Probably not. They
I
barely-
mean, maybe
Is it
maybe
still a part of the
maybe-
curriculum?
I think like my
Should be.
sister,
Yeah.
like my sister's generation. I think she knows, but like,
Right.
she definitely knows. But like,
Yeah, because
other
Taylor
people-
knows how to do cursive.
Yeah, but like past that, like today's people that are in like say middle school, high school,
There's like a
Are they
president
still
thing
teaching
on
it?
there.
are they still teaching cursive?
I don't
I have no idea. To be honest.
They're teaching Common Core math, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah, that
so,
is the
They
stupidest-
probably aren't teaching
Wait, what are they
God.
teaching?
Common Core
damn it.
math.
I hate
I'm not
that.
even going to try and explain it to
No,
you. It's the
don't.
stupidest shit I've ever seen in my
it's-
life.
it's meaningless.
It's literally, it's like, making. So all right.
Wait, are we
gonna
gonna talk
try
about
and come up with an
education
example.
today?
No, we're not talking about education today. We don't have the time. But like, basically, take like a normal. This is a really blatant example.
Yeah.
2 + 2 = 4, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
2. Okay. But then in Common Core, it's basically like, okay, here's the best way to put it. It's like having to do proofs for every single problem
Yeah.
you have.
Yeah.
You're showing proofs. Yeah.
that's-
And it's like really back ass words,
Yeah.
like proofs too. It's not like 2 + 2 = 4. Okay, prove that. All right, well, 4 - 2 is 2. That makes sense. But no, Common Core would be like, Johnny has 16 apples and you take away 8 apples. How many apples does Johnny have? Well, he has 8 apples. No, he doesn't, because here's why. In Saudi Arabia's economy today, 8 apples
It's-
only equals
it's
7 apples.
the
It's
amount of
fucking
steps-
stupid,
yeah,
dude.
the amount of
it's
steps.
fucking stupid.
Like it makes long division
Look,
look like a fucking it's a joke.
yeah.
It's a joke
It's
for
the
like
dumbest shit I've ever
what's
seen.
supposed to be the simplistic entry level like math.
Yeah.
It creates this huge fucking it's meaningless. It
It's
makes no
fucking
sense.
You are not kidding. Holy shit.
Yeah. Isn't that fucking stupid?
ridiculous.
hell?
For like
Absolutely
the
ridiculous.
easiest, for the easiest problems.
Yeah.
It's just, I hate it so much.
It's overextended. I guess in a way it does make you think broadly about certain things or how math
it's-
operates,
it's-
but
this
at the
is
same
over,
time
It's
it
literally
can-
creating busy work for busy
Yeah,
work's sake.
it is.
Like,
Absolutely.
You just made.
I mean, I guess I get it to a certain point because you get, like you said, the full understanding of like how math works, but at the same time, it's like
whoever created Common Core math needs to get punched in the dick
yeah.
because they're an idiot.
Even if she has a vagina.
I don't care.
Get
She gets
punched
punched
in
in
the
the
dick
dick because she's an idiot
this
or
is
he's
so
an idiot.
stupid.
Yeah.
I hate it. Anyways, off that
It
topic.
makes no sense.
Off that topic.
It makes sense,
So-
but it doesn't need to make that much sense.
Right. So one of my challenges, writing prompt once a day. The other challenge that I would really, 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 really like to get is because we're going on 6 months of this podcast now, is I really, 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 really want to grow this thing exponentially.
Yeah.
We are at almost 400 people, 400 likes on Facebook. If we can hit 500 by our 6-month mark, I'll be a happy camper. So share the shit out of our Facebook page. But I would also like to get our YouTube up. I would like to get our YouTube, that's where most of our viewers are coming from.
Yeah, if you guys like us on Facebook, like us on YouTube
Yes,
really quick as well.
definitely
Just subscribe. Takes
on
2 seconds.
Even if you
hit the
don't
notification bell.
Yeah, even if you don't listen on or watch on YouTube, if you use Spotify or whatever, great. If you're listening, I'm happy. happy. But just like us, just subscribe, because those subscriptions help us. They make us look better, because my next big thing for the podcast is presenting to sponsorships or sponsors. I've got a couple lined up already, but I need the longevity of numbers to prove.
Yeah.
And the more branch offs that I have to show those statistics, the better. So our Facebook statistics, our Spotify, our iTunes, our YouTube, like all of those play into a factor.
Oh, yeah.
And I would really, really like to grow this. I want this to become like basically, at this point, by next year, I want it to be a part-time job at least.
Yeah.
And because I just love what we do. I love creating content. I love like what we talk about. I love all the stuff that we're able to do.
This Monday
here,
tradition
so.
is kind of a staple now for us, I
Yeah.
feel like. So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
nice.
dude.
It's like, and I would love to make it like,
We've talked about it a couple times, man.
Yeah.
I enjoy the idea of coming here.
and one day a week is great. I want to make this, and maybe not for all of you guys, but at least for me, I want to make this like 2 or 3 times a week.
No, I'm
of
pretty sure
stuff
we're all
that
on
I'm
board for
doing
that,
for
too.
this.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
want to be just creating this kind of content. Like,
Dude.
it's just so much fun. And there's so many things that we've talked about, so many ideas that we've talked about like different things that we could do and where we could go with this podcast. And I really like would love to do that. So that's my main goal. That's not just my week challenge. That's my over the next year challenge. Because my goal since we started this was to make it a part-time job by next year.
So that's like that expressing, that's like that gun going off, like the start gun going off, to where like this is where the race begins.
Yeah. So right now, so that everybody knows, we're at 26 subscribers on YouTube, which is great. Our view time every week since we've started posting on YouTube, which has been almost 10 episodes now.
Yeah.
Every week, our view time has been in the green for percentage wise. So our view time goes up. Our subscribers have gone up. We had a pretty big chunk come in right away, and then we've slowly kind of gained more
Accumulated
over the way.
views and all that stuff too.
Our Facebook has grown it's outlandish. I mean, we're over 200% increase in our views in the last like month. Like, it's insane how many people we've been getting on there now. Like I said, I'd like to get to 500. 1,000 is the big goal. Spotify and everything, those are all pretty much the same. I think we're over 1,000 unique listeners or something like that now in total. For all episodes, I think it's over 1,000 unique listeners, I believe. I haven't looked today. We're just over 1,000 though. So yeah, I really just want to keep growing this thing and bringing you guys more fun content, more interesting content. If there's anything that you guys want us to do, anything that you guys can think of that you think, oh, that would be cool if they tried that out, or like, hey, I've always wanted to see what this would be like let us know. Reach out.
We're more than happy to engage in that too, because it's one of those things like we've got these ideas that we want to carry forward and produce and allow you guys to experience with us. But it never hurts us, and it never hurts the community, especially in a connective basis, to have that kind of external
and
influence.
we want to do stuff that interests us, but we also want to make sure that we're doing stuff that interests you guys as well. Like,
right.
so we
Most
want
definitely.
to interact with you guys more. So if there's ways that you can think about, like, my goal, like, I would love if we get enough people where we can rent out a space and do a live podcast. Like,
that'd be great.
that would be
that'd
fucking
be
amazing, because just having those people there, I would just be ecstatic. Like, that's a point where I'm like, this is spectacular. Because honestly, right now we do this. I work for probably 1 full day a week on this, and then a little bit here and there after that. Yeah. But it's not really work. I mean, it's just like,
you're
this is
enjoying
so
what
much
you're
fun.
doing.
Every
Yeah.
part of the process is so much fun to me, because I'm always learning something new. You guys have noticed that our title has changed for the YouTube channel. For those of you that watch on YouTube, our title animation has changed because I learned something new about the title animations and how I can utilize them. So it's just a fun fucking time, and I really, really, really want this to become like more in depth with my life and like able to do more with it.
And I feel like, us having this whole mindset of like, self betterment kind of actually improves the channel overall as well, because like we're setting goals for ourselves that's going to make our whole channel and our whole mindset a lot better.
For sure.
So we're going to be creating better content and better stuff for the future. So
that's my big thing too. Yeah. And it's just so much fun. This is such a fun time. And it's not all about like, When I say part-time job, I don't necessarily mean like money-wise.
Right,
I
just-
mean, we need that in order to progress, I would
Right.
say, obviously, but more of just having
You wanna be able to
the
have-
content to be able to
Yeah,
create
yeah, exactly.
a part-time job too. So
No, most definitely.
You want to be able to have the resources there available, so that
exactly.
way you can do this more
Yep.
consistently.
So if you guys have any
Yeah.
connections too that you think we might be interested in knowing, or any people that are looking to do sponsorships on shows, feel free to have them reach out to us.
Yeah, definitely.
Our email address right now is wwltwpodcast@gmail.com.
And we'll be sure that we post that on the link. A link in the description as well. So that way
that'll
if
be
you
in
guys
the
wanna
link in
contact us.
all of our descriptions. We've also got the links to all of the other pages on our YouTube, or in our descriptions. We've got the Patreon in our descriptions, so you can pretty much find all the information for the show in our descriptions. I put it all
below.
in there. Down below. So yeah,
It's right
that's-
past the subscribe and bell button.
Yes.
So click those two.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of my two goals. That the podcast being my main one, definitely.
No,
Yeah,
for
definitely.
sure, for sure.
So yeah.
No, and that's something I've noticed as of recent, at least, like as we've done this every week and organizing how we meet up and everything, is there's never really been a drop in flair. Like there's never been
No,
like,
I mean,
fuck, like I gotta go in or
No,
like
'cause we all actually enjoy doing
Yeah.
this, which is like it's kind of nice to have that energy to bounce off of.
Like out of all the podcasts we've done and all the episodes we've done, I've never like listened to one over and been like, oh, we kind of lost a little bit of like our charisma. Or something.
Pizzazz.
Yeah, like oh, that seemed like a. It never seems forced. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
No, for
there's
sure.
times where obviously like we feel like we're gonna have dead air, especially early on. Like it was like,
yeah.
oh shit, we're gonna have dead air. What are we gonna say? Like we gotta force
damn it.
something out. But it's never like the whole episode's just us being forced into doing something we don't want to do. Like
yeah.
it's just a fun fucking time. We can
Yeah,
talk
it
about
is.
whatever the hell we want, and it's a good time. So
Oh yeah, most definitely.
yeah.
Most definitely, and that bleeds into the skill that I want to do this week, is because I kind of have like a excuse me, yeah.
what did you say? What are you selling? What are they selling?
But I've worked up a backlog of content for the gaming channel, and I was thinking about it the other day, and I think because I've just been like raw dropping all the content or
doggy.
whatever. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I've just been taking it back or processing the footage and then just dropping it onto the platforms. And as I was kind of sitting on it and watching these other YouTube channels and watching these other podcasts and stuff that have even the most minute editing in the beginnings, like with the intros or like where we started with that stuff. Like I think that's a facet that I need to learn as well. And so that's going to be my skill this week. Is I want to either make an intro,
Nice.
or I want to get at least some sort of trimming, because I was looking at Premiere, like that was the
Adobe Premiere?
yeah, the software that I was thinking about using.
When we get off air, I'll tell you about a different one.
Okay.
That you could probably utilize for a lot cheaper and a lot
Yeah,
more user friendly.
yeah, and I was just like spitballing ideas and stuff as like a starting point, because obviously it's going to be a huge uphill learning curve for me, because
Yeah, a
I
little
like
bit, yeah.
And I mean I've gotten a little bit here and there from just the processing going into YouTube and stuff, because I
Right.
had the studio stuff there. But I really want to put in the time to create those intros and to like even an outro too. And I've got a buddy of mine working on he like does really like SoundCloud like little tiny clips
Yeah.
and stuff for that purpose. And so I gave him a bunch of shit because he was talking about how I needed the intros and stuff.
All right,
like that. So I was
cool.
like,
Then write
"Dude,
me a
you
jingle,
do it.
bro."
Yeah, that's literally what I was like.
Hell
You do
yeah,
it.
that's
Like
what's
you
up.
fucking make me something, man. And give me
Nice.
shit.
Big fan, big fan.
But yeah, so that's I want to by the end of the week I want to cook something up.
Nice.
Do that.
Big fan.
Yeah.
I like that. Growing this network all over the place. You know it. We out here.
We out here.
Growing it. You know.
Oh my god.
Sweet. What else was I going to bring up?
Oh, something else that I do want to bring up. A few times now we brought up that we want to kind of talk to some people that do animation in the
Yes.
future as well. So
Yes.
if you know anybody out there that does animation,
Yes.
please tell them to reach out to us, because we're definitely interested in working with them in the
We
future.
are so ready. Oh God. I just want to do so many voiceover animations. I have so many good prompts that we could do too. We just need somebody that can actually do that because I suck at it.
I think that'd be fun. So that'd also be something nice to have like on all of our portfolios as well. Just like, hey,
Oh,
we do like
hell yeah.
voiceover
Yeah, we
animation
do
on our
voiceover
own
acting.
network that we
Hell
just
yeah.
created. Yeah.
Like,
So-
God, I would love it. Also, just wanted to bring up, we are sort of a little bit changing the format of one of our networks, what we watched this week. We will be changing a little bit. I'll let you kind of go more in depth with that since yours.
Basically, so what we're getting at with what we watched this week. So normally we were going to be watching just a bunch of crap films all the time and just doing funny commentary over it, which we still plan on doing, just less frequently because, well, first of all, we noticed that there's a lot of copyright situations that we have to kind of keep in mind. So we're going to just keep trying to push forward with that with the movies, but we're also going to be doing movie reviews and kind of just like think tank things over like for certain movie genres that we like. So we're going to have different styles of movies, not just like the actual films themselves. So keep an eye out on the channel and we'll keep you posted on what we're posting.
And I think that broadens our spectrum too of being able to
kind of post whatever
put
we
more
want.
content and put kind of
that way we're not limiting ourselves to one genre of video. So so keep yourself listed on the page. Go ahead and hit the bell notification on the YouTube channel and then
On the tubes.
The
on the
tubes.
tubes. So we'll go ahead and keep you guys posted on whatever new content that we're going to be releasing.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, wow, man.
Also, would like to do more YouTube lives with this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have been getting requests on that of like, hey, when are you guys going to do Facebook Live again?
Actually,
and then I tell them, hey, I
Facebook
can't
still
do
blocked.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to do YouTube Live though. So we should probably do a few of those.
But hey, before we can do YouTube Live, we do have to have people that are actually on the YouTube looking at us. So we
gotta
make sure
have
you guys are
them
liking and sharing us.
subscribers.
Yeah.
So
Subscribe.
Subscribers.
I hate my life sometimes.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, we hate you.
And also, gotta throw in the mandatory plug.
Mandatory plug. Go on.
Go to our Patreon and become a patron. There are many wonderful
We need
things.
students, man. We need
We need
students.
students, okay? Listen, I put a lot of work into creating the tiers of patrons, okay? We have night schoolers. We got regular students. We got doctorals, degrees, what was the other one I got? No, masters and then the PhDs, the doctors. But yeah, and you get a lot of cool stuff depending on which tier you come into. I think the lowest tier is $1 a month, and you get the episodes free and exclusive content as well. And then it goes up from there. I think it's $1, $5, $10, $25. I believe that's our tiers right now. The $25 one, I don't expect anyone to join. If you want to,
The options
cool.
there.
And you know what? Honestly, even if it seems like a small amount, it helps us out tremendously with
Oh my
getting
god,
content out
literally
there.
$1 helps us more than you guys know. Like it's immense how much one patron helps us out.
Yep.
I think right now we're up to 7 or 8 patrons right now, which is cool. That's
that's great.
That helps us a lot. That basically right now it helps us pay for our platform for posting the podcast because we use so many hours in a month, and when you do that, you have to be able to pay them a premium price to use that hosting feed. So you guys are basically paying for that right now, which is awesome because
basically keeps us alive.
yeah,
keeps that spark
keeps
going,
us going
so.
because otherwise that would not be a fun expense. So yeah, that helps us out a lot. I know we joke about it all the time. I'm not, and it's just something. The only reason I bring it up all the time is because it's something that helps us to create more content and to bring you all this fun stuff. We've bought all of our equipment, like this wonderful thing here. We've bought the mic. We've bought all kinds of fun shit. And it's all been because of people, our lovely supporters, just throwing it at us, saying,
All of our lovelies.
make it better. Make it better. Here you are. So yeah, if you want, please go there. Otherwise,
it's always appreciated.
Otherwise, if you don't have the money to spend, then that's cool too.
Dude,
just
show
go
up.
Just give us a
subscribe to us
shout out.
on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Just
Just
show up and
subscribe.
listen.
Share our
Share
shit
us
on
on Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Dude.
Bingo,
Jigs.
bango, bongo. You know, everybody's got a Facebook. Don't act like you don't. I know you got Facebook friends. I know what you got. Just click that little share button. Let them know.
Chill out, Matt
Let your
McConaughey.
friends know what's up.
All right, all right.
Bing, bang, bongo.
All right.
Oh, I don't know. For some reason, it reminded me of Oingo Boingo.
Yeah, exactly.
Boingo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Dude.
of too.
Dead Man's Party, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my rants for this week.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, at its core, like this whole circle that we've got going on right now of production and coming up with the content and everything else and interacting with the community. It's been such a fun just experience in general that
Hell yeah.
the idea of being able to continue to do this and to expand even and make this, like you said, like the part-time job mentality, even if we're not making money off of this, being able to
create the content.
it just sounds amazing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the idea of that, like my bones vibrate when I think
know,
about stuff
I love
like
it
that.
so much. This is like
I think they have a cream for that, but
The vibrating bones.
Isn't that what Michael J. Fox has?
Yeah, Parkinson's.
Vibrating bones.
I quit.
I didn't want to say I had Parkinson's, but yeah, I got Parkinson's.
He doesn't have Parkinson's. He has VBS.
VBS.
Vibrating bone syndrome. I got a
hate
vibrating bone
it.
syndrome.
I knew exactly where that was going. I'm like, God damn it.
But yeah, no.
These are the two fools that I've chosen to be my comedy partners.
Yes.
But yeah,
We out
on
here.
the most serious end of that whole fucking thing.
We can be serious.
But it's something that I've really grown to appreciate
Yeah.
and reflect on fondly every time.
Hell yeah.
Like there's never been an episode, there's never been a conversation that I haven't enjoyed.
Yeah.
Even experiences with like the Facebook stuff and the streams getting shut down and everything else. Like it's been fun.
It's a fun
been
story to
blast.
tell,
Yeah.
and it won't end ever.
No.
10 years from now, we'll be old and gray and still making
100 years.
100 years from now. Hey man, if they can make mega cities, they can put my brain
Yeah,
on a
exactly.
fucking
Put me in a
robot
vat.
body.
I don't give a shit.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to be a head in a jar, man.
I want to be giving out stupid business ideas for the rest of my life.
Robot
so,
versions
yeah.
of us on a podcast. I'm cool with it.
Beep boop.
Holograms.
We'll be
of us.
holograms. I was just gonna
Yeah,
say
dude.
holograms of us. And
Could you give me holographic abs, by the way?
Yeah.
Curious, yeah.
hook me up with some? God damn!
Oh, the hologram adds 30 pounds to your picture.
Oh,
or
it's
whatever.
sweating, man.
Shiny forehead. I'm not even sweating right now. I'm actually, surprisingly, I'm not that hot right now.
I'm just glowing. That's what I like to call it.
Yeah, I'm
So,
glowing. I'm sparkling.
All right, chill out,
A
Cullen.
little stupid.
Colin. Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin. All right. Anyways,
I'm glad he's doing good, though.
Yeah,
On a
actually,
side
he's been in
tangent.
like a lot of talk shows recently.
Yeah.
He's
Is
doing.
he
He's kind
doing
of
good?
killing it.
Oh, yeah, he's doing
a
really
lot
good.
better. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's doing great.
He's got
last
his-
time
he's
I
got his
saw
own
him, he
podcast
looked like he
and-
was on meth.
Last
That
time
was that
yeah.
like 5 years ago?
Yeah, where he looked like Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
yeah. But
I
no,
like
he,
Steve
he really,
Steve Buscemi is an American hero.
He is.
He
Okay,
is.
that man left acting to go back to.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a
active
hero.
fire
I'm just saying he
service.
looks
I'm
like a
just-
goblin. But
He does look like he looks like a burnt cigarette.
Yeah, I think my favorite comparison that they've ever made was he looks like a human cigarette.
Yeah, pretty much. But he's such a wonderful
Yeah,
person.
he is.
He's so
fantastic.
cool.
So Steve Buscemi,
Huge
if you're
inspiration.
out there listening,
for some
I doubt
awesome.
it highly.
Fucking awesome. Like I've made
Thank
it,
you.
but yeah,
Thank you very
thank you
much.
for everything you've done for us.
But yeah, no, I think this is just something that for the next couple decades, I would really like to do.
You were gonna say years, but you realized that was really short.
Well,
so you
no,
switched it to
I'm like
decades.
still catching up for my nap this morning, so
Oh.
like, and the cogs are turning really slowly today.
I get it. It's this show. Half of this show is us saying stupid shit, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
I've come
I
to
wouldn't
realize
consider
that.
what I said stupid, but
Yeah, what are you trying to say, Jake?
I'm just saying, like, all right, it's what it is.
Also, one thing: if Steve Buscemi is the human cigarette, does that make Dermot Mulrooney like the human wallet? Because
Who
he's
the
just
think
fuck
so,
is
yeah.
Dermot
Yeah.
Mulrooney?
That
You've
guy-
never seen? He's been.
That guy's
He's
made
doing
out of-
just fine in
Yeah.
Hollywood, by the way. But
that guy's made of alligator leather.
What is his name?
Dermot Mulrooney, because he looks like he's literally made of leather.
Dermot Mulrooney.
Mulrooney.
Yeah.
He looks like he's made of leather.
Yeah.
He's been in like every fucking like
Everything.
rom com
I
of all
never
time.
knew his name.
Yeah,
Really?
He was also like in one of the Insidious movies,
Yeah.
I think, and then a couple other things as well. But he just looks like he's like just stretched out leather.
I mean, he's not a bad looking
No,
guy.
not at
though.
all. But his skin is dried cow carcass. So
I make saddles
Yeah.
of the material that he's made out of.
His wife
let me see.
look a little
Oh
rough.
God.
Oh yeah, he's dating Skeletor.
Whoa.
The wallet and Skeletor are dating.
He-Man.
Oh,
Jesus.
I'm done talking badly about
I don't give a
Hollywood
shit.
actors.
I don't give a
People that we
shit.
don't
Fight
know
me.
personally
Fight
at
me.
all.
Fight me, Dermot Mulrooney.
Dermot Mulrooney looks like he'd fuck
I'll just throw
somebody
water
up,
at you
though.
so you shrink.
Have you seen that
What
Doctor
is
Who
this devolved
episode where she's literally just a stretched out piece of skin?
What? Oh, the Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Moisturize
It kind of freaked me out.
Yeah,
you never
it's
seen
weird.
that?
Oh,
So it's like it's all right. So she's like
She's
a
a
stretched out
sheet
piece of
of
skin
skin.
with like a face.
Yeah.
She's like,
But she needs to be
moisturize.
moisturized all the time. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
Just thinking about it kind of grosses me out a little bit.
She's
Sends a
one of the
little tingle down
weirder.
your
And
spine.
she's in several like she becomes kind of a pivotal character in one season.
God.
That's really
That was a weird season. Also, Doctor Who is just a weird
I love
show.
Doctor Who so
Yeah,
much.
Doctor. That's
But the thing is, you go back and watch it now, and it just doesn't hold up.
What?
It
Like
doesn't
the
hold
new
up.
episodes?
When?
I haven't seen the new episodes recently, but like the old episodes.
What,
like,
how old? Are you talking like the old Doctors?
It doesn't
Or are you
matter.
talking about
It doesn't
after?
matter.
Because after they came back, so for those of you that don't know, there's the old Doctor Who, the new Doctor Who. The new Doctor Who started in like 2008,
was that 8?
maybe. It might even be before that. But they started. It was who was the first one that came back? God damn it! I know it was David Tennant was one of them. Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi. Who was the first one? I can't think of it.
I can't think of his name,
But
but-
they were. I loved all of those. They were.
was okay. I mean,
that's
like-
where anime. I mean, it was like CGI became a normal, like a thing that
where it
you
was
could
in
do.
shows.
Whereas the old Doctor Who's,
It's all practical effects.
oof, it was props,
Well,
and
the
it
thi-
was wonderful.
I don't know. Just looking back and like you try to like keep up with the storyline and shit, it just doesn't hold together. Like
What?
It doesn't have to.
The
I
whole
don't
story
know.
is
It
so
doesn't have to.
perfectly.
I don't know. I've
That's
tried.
why
It's
you
like
had-
the
I've tried so
original
hard.
series-based
Listen,
anthology.
I've tried so
Like,
hard
it's-
to
it's
go back and
amazing.
like it again, and it's just I can't do it.
I think you
can't
need
do
to.
it.
No, I think you need to start with like the David Tennant and Matt Smith era because that's where like
More
the
modernized.
writing was so
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
But that's also what like season like 50. Like
no, it
Dude,
was like
it-
season 10, season 8 or season 10.
well,
Yeah.
if you include like the old Doctor Who as well, because that's all still canon, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so,
of course
So
it is.
it's,
So it's
well,
like-
okay. Okay. So, all right. Hold on. Doctor Who was. I'm trying to think. How many seasons have they had? 14.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think 14 seasons altogether. I mean, that's the old ones plus the new ones. But the new ones came back in 2005 was the new ones. Yeah, the last one. So the first the first ones ended in 89. And the next era started in 2005. And I'll tell you what, 2005
Dude, the early
you had-
2000s were like a just fucking wasteland of
Oh my
content,
god.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to
But
figure
you
out
had-
something that sticks,
and-
throw it against a wall.
What the hell was his first name? Moffat was the writer who was one of the writers on Doctor Who. And this guy wrote, he was the one that did all the Christmas specials. He did like, and the Christmas specials were always super crazy ones because
Yeah.
they were very pivotal to the season usually. That's just where it fell at. But any episode, Stephen Moffat, that was his name. Any episode that he wrote was the most phenomenal like writing and like the callbacks were just, it's just, they did a really good job. And I think he's done now. I don't think he writes for them anymore, but when he, like, I remember, they brought in like the War Doctor and everything.
I was
it was
gonna
just
say,
fucking
yeah,
nuts,
they-
dude. Like,
I was going to mention
the
that
fact
episode.
that you don't like the new stuff,
yeah.
like that writing
No, I'm
was
not saying the
so
new stuff. I'm just saying the show in general. I've tried going back and rewatching it. And I just can't. I can't stick with
so
it.
good.
I'm
It's so
sorry.
good.
I'm sorry.
you
Pop
get
culture.
so
I
you get
can't do
so
it.
roped into the
can't.
characters. God damn it. All right. Anyways, I'm done with my Doctor
Also,
Who.
going back to early 2000s content, I came across a movie last night that I haven't seen in almost 2 decades now because it came out in like 2001.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
No. Also didn't come out in 2001. But do you guys remember back in the day when like Saturday Night Live was coming out with like movies for all their actors that were on the shows? So they had like Ladies Man and like Superstar and all that kind of stuff.
I'm trying to think of what movie you're talking
I watched the Chris Kattan one with Corky. It's called Corky Romano.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
I never wanted to shoot myself in the kneecaps more than watching that fucking movie. If you ever get a chance, go watch Corky Romano quick because it's.
I feel like
you
I've
have to
seen that
force
movie.
yourself to sit through it.
It's that bad.
I'm pretty sure that the 2000s thought that we were fucking idiots, and that proves it. So
Well, that was that.
the fact that movie made like a couple mil, not a
Oh
couple
my
million, almost $1
God,
million
that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Kattan.
Kattan,
Yeah.
The fact that that movie made so much money
He played such
literally
a,
frustrates me to the point of like sweating profusely.
he played such a weird character in everything he was. I mean,
I mean,
makes
he was
sense,
he was
but
hilarious on Saturday Night Live, but also this show was just fucking terrible. It's about like this mob boss family, and then he's like the outcast, and he's got to come over and try to take over the family business. But he's like an assistant veterinarian or something. And it's just a weird fucking show.
Yeah,
Can't
that's a
wait.
weird
Just
time.
a weird
Can't
premise.
wait to watch that.
I think-
We should just
Can't wait to not watch that again.
You know how people have like during like Halloween, there's like, the spooky Halloween movies, or like ABC Family always does like those movies, which is great. Or like Christmas, they do theirs. There should be just 1 month out of every year where they do just the really cheesy 2000 to 2005.
So all of Adam Sandler movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or like the super underrated one that we were just talking about, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
He had some classics
those,
that came out in the
Bedazzled?
2000s. Bedazzled, yeah.
We were just talking about that
He
with
had classics.
First of all, Elizabeth Hurley. You can call me whenever.
Because you're probably, I don't know how old you are now, but you're probably still
No,
a
she's still
smoke show.
smoking hot,
So,
so.
just like Jennifer Aniston, still a
God
smoke
bless.
show. So
Yeah, I definitely feel like there
this
were.
sounds like stuff that we should be talking about on what we watched this week.
Whatever. Yeah.
whatever.
This is a prelude. Yeah.
Also, we're at an hour and 4 minutes, just so
Are we?
everybody knows.
Oh shit.
All right, then I'll finish up with Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd.
So
yes.
I was watching.
him once.
What the fuck was
I
that?
met him once, Dan Aykroyd.
No shit.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it in a sec. But yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, I noticed that he had so many good fucking movies for like that time period.
Good characters.
Yeah, good characters in these fucking amazing movies. Like what was God damn it,
Did you
I can't
see
remember.
him on Rogan recently?
Huh?
Oh, he's on Joe Rogan.
I saw that
Oh,
I saw
nice.
that he went on there, and I don't think I actually watched it.
Talking about the crystal skulls.
Was he talking about?
He's talking about
Oh, like the actual
the
crystal
actual
skulls.
crystal
Okay.
skulls.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to watch
Because
that.
I think he has a vodka now or tequila or something.
He does,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
created.
He's had
That it's
like in the
it
glass.
mimics
The vessel.
one
My dad
of
has one of
the
those.
skulls
Yeah.
that was found.
Yeah, my dad has one of the crystal skull bottles.
Glasses,
Yeah.
yeah, crazy shit. Anyways, sorry.
Well, no, I wanted to bring up Dan Aykroyd because he was like
he's a
a
legend.
part of that era.
Oh, yeah.
But the movies that he was in versus like the contrast of like, oh, we have to give these guys airtime.
Right.
Whereas like he was one of the greats. He was one of those dudes that like every fucking movie he was in was
Yeah.
good
Just
fucking
phenomenal.
content.
2000s were good.
Even if it was a shit
Because
movie,
he
his
was always
parts
like
were
helping
amazing.
writing it, you know,
Oh,
and helping
fuck
to
yeah.
produce it. So.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Just quality actors that we just don't have anymore, and it sucks.
But no, Dan Aykroyd actually came into this place that I was managing in Janesville for a while because it was like a jazz club, and we hired one of his favorite blues bands to come
Oh,
play.
nice.
And I didn't realize this, but like, one of his favorite blues bands actually is from Wisconsin and like is not far from Janesville. So
No shit.
They
Dope.
so they stopped in, and he was just like sitting in the back drinking a whiskey, and I'm like, holy shit, you're Dan Aykroyd.
Holy fuck, you're Dan Aykroyd. Nice to meet you.
you
sir.
like another whiskey?
You know, he was by himself and he was like really quiet. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
let
just
you
let
do
him do
your
his
thing. But
thing.
I'm like,
Dope.
we have Dan Aykroyd in this building. That's pretty cool. There's a Ghostbuster here.
Hell yeah. Anyways, we should probably end it here because we're at an hour and 6, I guess.
I can't.
If we have to.
Yes, I want to keep talking. No, but that's all right. All right, guys. You wonderful people have an amazing week.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you for joining us again. Subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, share our content. Do it all.
Give us
Do it all
please.
for us. Help us.
Please.
Help us, please. This isn't begging,
Please.
but I'm
It's groveling.
begging. I don't want to say I'm on my knees begging, but
He's on his ass begging.
I'm on my ass begging. Anyways, thank you guys very much. And
There you go.
on that note, I'm the fuck out of here.